Welcome to the direct response game where I spent the last year of my life going from 0 to 15K a month with copywriting. This morning I had an interview and I'm not sure whether I bombed it or not, but I think I know exactly what I did wrong and what I did right. Two of my copywriting buddies humbled me as well, and this week was the first week I made my first static ad, like design with copy. And no, it's not live, but it's just practice. Nevertheless, when I was making that static ad, I had to reprompt Gemini 15 times, 20 times. And I said, what's going on? Because I'm on Nano Banana, which, if anybody knows Nano Banana, it's good, but it's not Nano Banana Pro. So I wound up going to Nano Banana Pro, reprompting it, and it was beautiful. Now, I did a lot of research. I made a fact sheet, which was by Gary Halbert. He talks about a fact sheet where you list as many facts of the product as possible, and then you attach the benefit to that. Cheat code for making any type of static ads. Such a cheat code. Now, about the interview, today, the interview went well. I got on the call with these two individuals. One was the CEO, and the another one was the copy chiefer. And it went well. I went ahead and showed them my YouTube channel pages, told them the story. Hey, look, this is where I got roasted by Zorak and a 9-figure brand. And then over here, I was like, and this is where I failed this and that. Or I was like, I said something interesting though. I was like, yo, when Zorak speaks about me, I don't ask why, but usually it's never like a good thing. Like it's always like I may have done something wrong. And I was just being completely open because I don't want to pretend like I'm some type of individual that I'm not. Like, so I went up telling him that, and that might have taken me out. But when I talked to the South African cat, he told me, throw ego aside. He said, show that you're hungry, tell them that you'll deliver results for way cheaper than anybody they want to hire, and that it'll be the best that you can possibly do, because that's what they're looking for. And if you don't do that, bro, like you're not gonna get clients. And that really humbled me, bro, and I appreciated that as well. So from now on, whenever I apply to an agency, it's just straight humility. Also, I have freaking 66 videos on my YouTube channel. Why haven't I showed anybody else all of that? And I was just telling him how I love direct response and whatnot. And this was one of the better interviews because I went in with humility. And biblically, that is good because the Bible says, he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased. So if you keep yourself at a low place, you're gonna automatically attract exaltation. It's just biblical, bro. I don't make it up. Next, we're gonna listen to my good friend Tusif on what he said to me that really changed the way I look at how I work and everything. I'm gonna do a little review.
With that being said, let's just move on and talk about you getting your first client. Remember what I was saying to you before? Bro, you need to work fucking harder. I don't know what you're doing right now, but clearly it's not working as well as it should be. For me, as soon as I got my first client, everything was like a snowball effect. I got my first client, and then immediately in like a month, I hit 10K. It was fucking easy. Like, and I'm not even saying that to like motivate you or whatever. I'm genuinely saying it was easy, bro. And I guess it's a different experience with everyone. But for me, like, it wasn't too much of a struggle because I know how to position myself and I just outworked everybody I fucking knew. Like, I had that drive that I put in. And when everybody was asleep, guess what? I was still up fucking working, putting the hours in, putting in the reps. Like, I don't have a fucking choice. You have to make it out the hood, bro. Like, you just have to. Just fucking work, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Put your head down, do some work, and that's how you get to the top. Like I told you before, bro, I was speaking to that guy who does that 10 million a month, and then I asked him for coaching. Bro, and the fact that I was even speaking to this guy in the first place was fucking insane. Like, usually. The only reason I even got in the same room as this guy was because my client was a mutual of his, and my client does like 400K per month, and right now we're scaling his second brand, but that's another story. But basically, bro, the guy said I asked him for mentorship, and he said 100K up front, and like, to be honest, it might seem like a lot of money, but I'm gonna make that by the end of the year, cause like, there's no way I can't. It's just not in my mind. Like, failure is not an option. Just fucking do it, bro. You don't have a choice. Do it for you, do it for your family. Bro, do you really wanna remember where you were just a couple of months ago? You were in LA and then you wanted to move to Miami. You said you're gonna make this work no matter what. What the fuck happened, bro? Look how long it's been. You clearly haven't been putting in the work like as much as you say you have. Maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm wrong, then you need to prove to me that you're wrong, or prove to yourself that you can do it. Like all I'm seeing is like you're saying, oh, there's a lot of fish in the sea, or oh, I feel like something big's gonna happen, or oh, I'm just on the verge of getting a new client. But I haven't fucking seen results, bro. You need to put in the work. Like it's pissing me off saying this, bro. This should piss you off as well.
And it does. After he sent that, I was tossing and turning in my sleep because kept replaying it. You know, the average individual that receives that type of information isn't going to cherish it. But I look at it as that was a message to me for a reason. And he sees things that I don't. And if he's telling me that, hey, I'm not working hard enough, well, shoot, that's what it is. Because he sees from the outside looking in. And I'm going to respect that. And I am going to work harder. And here's exactly what I'm doing for this next week. Which you guys are going to have to wait for the next week, honestly. Like, I'm not going to really give you a preview because I don't like mentally grooming myself to feel good about myself. But, man, he was right. And I appreciated that message. So, welcome to the direct response game. I know I switched frames, but I was just on my laptop when I came back home and realized I got my first freaking newsletter subscriber, dog. My first freaking newsletter subscriber. Once I start getting around 15 people locked in, I'm probably just going to do something like Zarak, where he just uploads every single freaking day on a newsletter. And just don't ever stop. But I'm going to need 15 of you guys to subscribe and actually be interested. Don't subscribe if you're not interested, man. You're not going to read it. It's going to mess up my feng shui.